how can we pretend to hold other sovereigns to fundamental legal principles if we do not hold our own presidents to fundamental legal principles here at home? We are staring not only into the maelstrom of war in Libya, the code of behavior we are establishing sets a precedent for the potential of ever more violent conflicts in Syria, Iran, and the specter of the horrifying chaos of generalized war throughout the Middle East. Our continued occupation of Iraq and Afghanistan makes us more vulnerable, not less vulnerable, to being engulfed in this generalized war. In 2 years, we have moved from President Bush's doctrine of preventive war to President Obama's assertion of the right to go to war without even a pretext of a threat to the nation. This administration is now asserting the right to go to war because a nation may threaten force against those who have internally taken up arms against it. Keep in mind, our bombs began dropping even before the United Nations International Commission of Inquiry could verify allegations of murder of non-combatant civilians by the Gaddafi regime. The administration deliberately avoided coming to Congress and furthermore rejects the principle that Congress has any role in this matter. Yesterday, we learned that the administration would forge ahead with military action even if Congress passed a resolution constraining the mission. This is a clear and arrogant violation of our Constitution. Even a war launched ostensibly for humanitarian reasons is still a war, and only Congress can declare war. Mr. Speaker, we saw in the President's address to the nation on March 28th how mismatched elements are being hastily stitched together into a new war doctrine. Let's review them. Number one, an executive privilege to wage war. Number two, war based on verbal threats. Number three, humanitarian war. Number four, preemptive war. Number five, unilateral war. Number six, war for regime change. Number seven, war against a nation whose government this administration determines to be illegitimate. Number eight, war authorized through the UN Security Council. Number nine, war authorized through NATO and the Arab League. And finally, war authorized by a rebel group against its despised government. But not a word about coming to the representatives of the people in this, the United States Congress, to make this decision. Mr. Speaker, at this very moment, thousands of sailors and Marines are headed to a position off the coast of Libya. The sons and daughters of our constituents willingly put their lives on the line for this country. We owe it to them to challenge a misguided and illegal doctrine which could put their lives in great danger. For we have an obligation to protect our men and women in uniform as they pledge to defend our nation. This administration's new war doctrine will not lead to peace, but to more war, and it will stretch even thinner our military. In 2007, the Center for American Progress released a report on the effects of war in Iraq and Afghanistan and the multiple deployments of our armed forces. The report cited a lack of military readiness. It cited high levels of post-traumatic stress and suicide. The report was released just before President Bush's surge in Iraq. Just 1 year after the surge in Afghanistan and after 8 years of war in Iraq, the President commits an all-volunteer army to another war of choice. If the criteria for military intervention in another country is government-sponsored violence and instability, overcommitment of our military will be virtually inevitable. And as a result, our national security will be undermined. It is clear that the administration planned a war against Libya at least a month in advance. But why? The President cannot say that Libya is an imminent or actual threat to our nation. He cannot say that war against Libya is in our vital interest. He cannot say that Libya had the intention or capability of attacking the United States of America. He has not claimed that Libya has weapons of mass destruction to be used against us. We're told that our nation's role is limited, yet at the same time, it is being expanded. We've been told that the administration does not favor military regime change, but then they tell us the war cannot end until Gaddafi is no longer the leader. Further, 2 weeks earlier, the President signed a secret order for the CIA to assist the rebels who are trying to oust Gaddafi.